So our front screen, and I'm currently logged in as a manager, someone wearing a manager's hat, using the Pro layout of 12 buttons. And you will know, I'm sure, but I'll remind those people who might be new to this, that the main buttons on the start screens, whichever version of the start screen you're using, many of the buttons have a find field, a text find field, as part of the button. So the quickest way of finding something in terms of just doing a simple search, say for something by name, or looking for a works order, or looking for a person, is to use the quick find on the front screen. So, for example, if I want to find Peter, I want to find his contact information, I can simply type in Peter, and I'll get a list of matches from my contacts list in Flow 360. And then, of course, I can drill through to the relevant person. If I'm looking at works orders, I can type in the works order number. So very often what happens with works orders, of course, is that an order gets sent out and then you get some responses back from the team or the contractor or service provider who's undertaking the work, and you want to dive straight back into that order in order to update it. So by typing in an order number or part of an order number, again, you get a list of matches and you can drill straight through to the specific works order that you're interested in, maybe just in order to confirm that it's now all been completed and signed off. So again, a quick way of doing something from the front screen without having to get involved in using extended searches or filters in order to locate a particular record. The search button under or on the main site button, the search field on the main site button has an extended option. There's a little tick box here which extends the search beyond simply looking for name or reference number. So by default, when I'm using this search on the main site button, and your site button may say different things, of course. It might say my site, or it might say sites, plural, if you have multiple sites that you're looking after. Or if you've personalized, you've customized the text on that button, then as in this example, it's giving you the name of your business, your school, your college. So in this case, King's College. If I want to jump to a specific location, I can do that very quickly from here simply by typing in the name of the location I want to go to. So if I want to go to Kitchen 16, I type in Kitchen 16 and bang, it takes me straight to the record for Kitchen 16. So that's nice and easy, and it allows me to find resources very quickly. Very often, a resource, a room location, or an object in a room will have a primary reference number code. So again, I could simply type in GF016 from the front screen. Let's just pick that up and run that as an example. So I can simply type that in there instead, and it will take me back to the same location. Obviously, if we have multiple locations and rooms using the same reference number as the start, if I just typed in GF0, for instance, then I would match against all of those locations where the reference number starts, GF0. Effectively, I'd pull up a list of all of those rooms, possibly across multiple buildings that use that same reference number. But the extend search on the front screen, this extend box allows me to not just search for things by name or by reference number, but also to drill down into all of that sort of detailed custom data that we might be storing in the system. Things like manufacturer's name or a model number or a serial code or a key number, a door number, or a tag of some sort that I've put into the system in order to allow me to randomly group things together. So, by way of an example, if I extend this and I look for main heat, I'm going to drill down into all of the objects that I've put into the system and I've tagged with main heating. I don't have to actually type main heating. I can simply type in main heat as long as it's enough of a text string to match against the tag. That will find all of the things. So again, as always, when you do a search, on the results, it confirms what it is you used to do the search. So in this case, main heat found 7 matches. It found a number of boilers. in various different locations across 2 sites, in this case both King's College and Queen's College. And one of the things I might like to do at that point is just get a breakdown of where all of those things are. And this is where we begin to dive into the reporting and get a better understanding of how the reporting is linked to the searching. So typically when you're producing a report, the first thing you do is find the set of records that you want to report on, and then you use the report button to choose the type of output that you want to get using that set of records, that subset of records. So having done my quick find from the front screen for main heat, I can do something like found list by resource with custom data. So that will give me the location of each of these objects, and also include in the report any custom data that I've stored with them. So let's just have a look at that as an example. And in this case, we have then a number of boilers and all sorts of custom data that relates to them. So we have things like the date of installation, the energy source, the fuel type, kilowatt input and output ratings, manufacturer, part numbers, serial numbers, what system it's on, and this is where the main heating comes into play. You can see here, system is main heating on all of these, because that's the term that I searched for from the front screen.